G'day everyone and happy Thursday. We're in one of my favourite wine regions tonight, and I do have a few, but this is the McLaren Vale, and we've got some wines from Shottesbrooke, who are a family-owned winery featuring estate-grown fruit. Hamish Maguire, Shottesbrooke winemaker, sent me these wines and an email too with a bit of background to these current releases. He referred to the far from ideal conditions of 2011 and reassured me that had the quality not been there, then these wines would not have been made, as was the case with the Shottesbrooke Reds of 2008. In fact, he said Cabernet fared particularly well in McLaren Vale in 2011. So, look, if these wines are anything to go by, I think he's on the money. Actually, I think the 2010 I just read is on Wine Star now and gets a good rap. The estate-grown wine, 94 points from Lord Halliday, I think, which is not a bad score for an $18 wine. Anyway, haven't tasted the 2010, and I reckon it'd be quite different to the 2011. So we'll have a look. There's two cabs in the range, two Cabernets, the estate-grown, which retails for about $20, and then the single vineyard Cabernet, which is around about $40 from a vineyard that Hamish owns in McLaren Flat. Anyway, this is the estate grown. Let's give it a little bit of a swig. I just love the smell of Cabernet. It's red wine exemplified for mine. I don't mind me some tannin too. And whilst this has got a bit of grip, a bit of that drying sensation in the mouth, it's far from overt. It's a lovely wine full of red berries and heaps of grunt. Not from the fruit, however. It's more the structure that shines, and it's just, it's screaming out for a lamb cutlet to mung on. Great wine, $20. Got to be happy with that. Next, we'll give the single vineyard Cabernet a bit of a swirl. This is gorgeous. It's pretty stuff. No grating tannins or overt cassis characters. It's beautifully balanced wine. It just sort of takes the edge off the estate-grown wine and just adds a few little layers of interest. It's refined and delicate. Man, I love Cabernet. And I need to drink more of this from McLaren Vale. It's tasty, tasty, tasty stuff. We're just going to rip through these. Next, we've got a Shiraz. Hamish has made a single vineyard Shiraz, which is part of the Scarce Earth project. You'll see it on the label there. A wonderful initiative that features and celebrates the array of soil and different terroir in McLaren Vale. I've tasted a few of the Scarce Earth wines you've got to say it slowly because it's a bit of a mouthful after a couple of glasses, from Darrenberg, Brush Higgins, and it's great to try this example. This is from Blewett Springs, that typically sandy soil. The bloke who grows these grapes is quite the character by all accounts. An ex-miner from Broken Hill who, according to Hamish, exudes as much character as does his grapes. He also supplies eggs too, who, seems like a good bloke to know. So it seems. So the wine. This ain't no ball terror Shiraz. You may have come to expect from McLaren Vale, rather than being big, full-bodied fruit monster, this kind of backs off on the palate and is certainly more lightweight, a result of the cooler vintage, no doubt. It's kind of nimble, medium-bodied, white pepper, sour red berries. It's elegant as, and a good insight to the terroir. This Blewett Springs, region or sub-region of McLaren Vale. Some interesting wines here from Shottesbrooke from the much maligned 2011 vintage. That just goes to show you, you'd be donkey to write off a vintage with gems like this to be had. This Shiraz is quite surprising. Good stuff. $40, $45. All right, before we wrap it up, just a quick plug from me for tonight's event at Kettle and Tin. Whose wine is it anyway? You'd be mad to miss it. It's a great night with a couple of mates, Chris and Mark, banging on about wines, taking the piss out of each other. It's good fun. It's casual. It's how wine should be enjoyed with unbridled hilarity, which is, debatable as to whether there will be hilarity. As usual, Fraser will be serving up some delicious dishes to mop it all up. And on the events front, big props to Swell Sniff Spit tonight, for last night, another cracking event, busting some wine myths. I enjoyed following what was going down on Twitter. And of course, Brad Hickey is rolling into town from McLaren Vale, and will probably be rolling out of it too if Jerome's got anything to do with it. He's putting on a pig on the spit to accompany the Brash Higgins Reds. It's going to be a big night. Look forward to that, very much so. And I just heard too that Cove at Southbank are dishing up a pork and Pinot special on Sunday nights. There'll be some porky deliciousness served up with a glass of Pinot for $33. Happy days on Sunday nights. Oh, and speaking of pigs, all things piggy, next Wednesday night, I'm teaming up with the wonderful Katrina Ryan of the Golden Pig Food and Wine School to present our monthly food and wine matching workshop. Trina's going to show us how to cook a Moroccan spiced shoulder of lamb, I believe, with some couscous, some quince. I'll be sharing some wines to match. I'm feeling some Grenache coming on with that dish. Perhaps even one of these Cabernets might go nicely. In fact, I think it'll go beautifully. We're next Wednesday, 29th, I think it is, $49. I challenge you to come up with a better offer than that on a Wednesday night. We get a great crew of punters coming along, so come and join us from 6:30 to 8:30. All the links to these events, details and whatnot are on my website below this video. But for now, it's time to drink some wine. And I reckon you'd be doing pretty well to tuck into some of this stuff from Shottesbrooke. Hamish, thank you for sending these wines up and for the information that accompanied them. Until next week, may your glass be overfloweth. Cheers.